Welcome to this version of a vlog where I managed to stay in a calorie deficit for fat loss and to maintain lean muscle mass as I do. So this was travelling to the airport as mother of two, although we share 3 children. So we flew from Glasgow to Lanzarote for 5 days, half board. This is just getting the transfer to the airport. So our flight was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I just ate normal. It was a low step day. I think I got about 6k that day. For me, that's low. I like to get between 13 and 16,000 a day. More the better, really, although you are struggling with hunger cravings and fatigue if you get too many steps in. So this is us just about to board the plane. I can see it behind. So yeah, we're going to Lanzarote. Weather was meant to be a bit of a mix. In the end, it was 75% nice. 24 degrees, certainly hotter than back home in Scotland. We update now, we're waiting to board the plane.
30 minutes to take off.
30 minutes to take off, and we're trying to tire Demi out. We do have Peppa Pig to keep her in today.
Well, she hasn't slept today, so hopefully she'll just be...
Well, she slept a wee bit, didn't she?
Oh, so she did it. 10 minutes or so,
It's really nice weather here.
yeah. We're flying away from the good weather now.
Into the hotter.
Hopefully it'll be better.
So excited to sleep last night. So what's just been amazing is that we found a baby room. It's like a private waiting area. You can warm up your water, and because Scott and I are so prepared when it comes to Demi in like getting the making sure the milk, and like we share an equal load of the care when we're together, we both forgot to pack nappies. So
Thinking that each one
he thought that I had the nappies and I thought that he had the nappies. But luckily, in here, someone's left a couple of size 6, size 7 nappies. So amazing is that, and there's an area for you to change. Demi's glued to Bluey. And then you've got a lovely view of the airport. It's nice and quiet with the other ones in here. So yeah, this is towards gate 22. So wee obvious tip for you, make sure that you've got protein bars with you, fibre, and the baby has something. You're tiring her out, letting her run around the airport, trying to make sure she doesn't sleep, so you have an easier flight, and you'll see awesome footage of that shortly. So yeah, by this time I got like low step count, but I wasn't too concerned because I knew the rest of the holiday was going to be higher steps. And food wise, I started off with good breakfast, high in protein, fibre, as in fruits and veg to keep me full for longer. And then I was a bit more relaxed at the airport, had a coffee, nut bar for fibre, and then yeah, not much really. Demi was loving being on the bus. She doesn't regularly get to go on the bus, so she was singing "Wheels on the bus go round and round." So we're just getting the transfer, which took about 40 minutes to the hotel. Costa Calero, the hotel was called. Come on, loser. We just collected our baggage. Now we're on the way to the hotel. Super excited. We've woke up this morning. So we arrived quite late that night. It was about 10 o'clock. They did have some food, random like bits of salad left and a bread roll and a bit of cheese. Wasn't adequate, but it did us. And then I had a trip can and went to bed, and then woke up this morning and it was a beautiful morning. And you'll see the buffet in a minute. I started every day off with fruits, as you can see, for volume. Because your stomach works on volume and stretches the stomach, leads to satiety and fullness for longer. Takes a long time to digest. So I started every day like that. And then I made sure I had protein, microbiome, so yogurt to protect for my immune system. And you can see the variety. There's cheeses there. Didn't have any fruit juice because it's just sugar. That was a smoothie, so it's slightly better. But then you've got your jams on the right, and then all the different varieties of yogurt, flavours. Coffee machine. So the coffee over there in Lanzarote was super sweet. So I started it with creatine in my coffee can latte, which is latte, but it's really sweet and you got half a cup, so I needed about 3 of these. But yeah, it tasted really sweet. I did try cappuccino at first, but yeah. And then you can see all the fruit, and then over there's the pancake station and made to go omelette. And then this isn't really breakfast, is it? The cakes, although I did finish the last day with a wee treat like that. Actually had pancakes with Nutella on top. Took an apple because we were half bored. Took an apple and banana for a snack throughout the day, and then I was shocked to see wine. You can see there I've just passed wine / prosecco for breakfast. Wow. Can't say I've ever done that before. And then you can see there's nuts and seeds. So when I had my yogurt, I always piled on a load of chia seeds. Pumpkin seeds were super high in protein. Linseeds, really high in fibre. Be careful you don't have too much because you will be backed up and you will poo for days. It's so like the meat station and your English breakfast kind of stuff. I think one day I had eggs, but I just stuck. To be honest, I was quite full after that. Then every morning after breakfast we'd head into the gym. This is me finishing a workout with pull-ups in it. This is one of the gyms. And then we had a wee look around the spa area, and you can see it's amazing. Unfortunately we didn't manage it there, but it was €11 for a 2-hour pass. And you can just see amazing, like how amazing it would be to go from that breakfast to the gym, to spending like a couple of hours, you know, if you didn't have kids. But so these are different temperatures of jacuzzis and rooms. There wasn't clearly signposted what was what really, but this is obviously a steam room because of the size of it, and there's nobody in at that time. Smell of eucalyptus, pre-swim shower. Don't know what this random room was. That was cold, and that was also cold. That's for towels, that cactus thing. Scott having a look around. But the smell of chlorine is so relaxing to me, and it was humid in there as well, and then it goes out onto the side of the pool like you just saw, the jacuzzi bit there. And then I'm trying to keep people's privacy there. So then after that, after the gym, we went live on here, YouTube. We went to the port, we got some steps in. And Demi's getting a walk in as well, because she is stuck on the iPad for like 30-40 minutes whilst we are live, so we make sure she's stimulated enough. And she was so stimulated she had 2 naps a day. Lunch for 2 out of the 5 days was Cajun chicken baguette, which I really enjoyed. I'm not usually one for baguettes, and just taking videos of beautiful scenery. But yeah, that breakfast really did fill us up for a while, gave us a lot of energy for training and all the steps during the day. So we averaged out between 20 and 30,000 steps a day. Absolutely tired by the end of that, but slept well. We packed trip cans as well, but we did run out after like 3 days. It was a nice calming way to finish your day. And this is a look around the hotel, and they seem to cater for prestige as well. There's a lot of segregated areas that you had to be members of to enter, which didn't bother us. I mean, we've got children, but we won't come again. We just want something different out of a holiday, you know. We want a family atmosphere, animation team creating a buzz and all of that. So this is reception. It was massive, the hotel. It's really nice. And this is like a random area at the top, flooded. And this is our balcony. Demi went swimming quite a lot, building confidence. She absolutely loves the water. And then we were walking again, so this is over multiple days. So I was quite relaxed with like the lunch, made sure I got tons of steps, had energy, and it just felt great. Their food's so fresh, and it's an opportunity as well when you're away to nourish yourself and try lots of different vegetables that you wouldn't normally see at home. And even like the watermelon that you get at home is miles better in another hot country where it grows, you know. This is walking around the harbour. Harbour was nice and clean, the water. So yeah, my priority when I'm out is literally to get as high protein as possible, volume, have more fruit with the hot weather, you know, you're going to want and crave that more.
Love bread as much as you.
Get steps. We make, because we're only there for 5 days, me and Scott always make the most out of our holidays. We're straight up and out by 8 and we don't come back till about 6 o'clock. And we're just out all day exploring. No regrets. We're not one of these for like drinking alcohol, sitting down by the pool, when you could be making the most out of your holiday and seeing all the sights and creating memories. Just trained abs. Feeling lean and healthy. Which is what a holiday's all about, man. So we ended up a few times doing a 3-mile trek, hike. It's very rocky, very hilly, and we've got a pram, a stroller that's not designed for that. It's designed to fold into a super small cube so you can put it in your car, not for trekking around hills and rocks and stuff. So it was a lot of carrying. Lady Demi, who felt like the Queen of Sheba. So yeah, this hill was so steep, but you can't even see how steep that is because it's around the corner and stuff. So yeah, we're just up there and we ran some of it as well.
We're walking back to the hotel.
Because
why not, eh? Bit of adventure.
And Demi came back with a dinosaur. She's obsessed with dinosaurs
happy.
at the moment.
Sure that you're a tourist without
to get her going
anything.
in the swimming pools again. So there's 5 swimming pools altogether. And this is us walking back on the main road because we haven't found the track yet. The hike. This is dinner time. There was like all you can eat salmon. So I had like 4 fillets. Demi's trying a bit of everything there. The salad and stuff under the walnuts. Didn't think much of their roast potatoes, by the way. Look at those clouds. Those clouds are depressing. But you know what? It rained for about, the longest was about an hour or something, and then it cleared up and we didn't stay. We don't spend much time in the hotel, but there wasn't much going on there anyway. You can see a plunge pool, but there's no animation team visible and stuff. It was good though for us. I mean, we didn't mind about that. I mean, Demi's quite young as well, so she was good as gold with all the activity. And she's a bit of a people watcher as well, so she was happy just to sit and watch. So this is the trekkie part. It was very challenging on my ankles and knee stability. You could really feel everything working, so pleased that I didn't get injured or any twinges or anything like that. So yeah, it's just 3 mile, took an hour to get there to the next village where there was lots of shops, which I do like. There's more going on. There's a lot of people drinking, obviously. It must be used for a big drinking site, but it was quite funny seeing people. Well, it's a lot of English. We were quite drunk on the side, but we took the very scenic route. We saw a few things that we wouldn't have seen if we'd have taken the 10-minute free bus. You can see the amount of crabs, proper crabs that you'd eat as well. There was no seagulls about either to eat them. So they had full rain, full freedom. The sea was so calm in there.
Crab down here.
And you can see, we saw this seagull catch this fish, and it's just so lean looking. Obviously got a good Mediterranean diet. And these are the insane decline and ascending stairs. That was so uneven, and yeah, again, it doesn't do it justice how steep that is.
I know.
So we did that a few times. And then this is the next day, breakfast. So this is the yogurt I was talking about, that's loaded with seeds and walnuts.
Linseed seeds, pumpkin seeds, walnuts. Sunflower seeds. And a latte. Creatine in it, obviously. Oops.
So again, after breakfast, just with the times of the baby and everything, we'd like to do it the other way around, but we ended up training legs. So we trained every day apart from one day. So we did legs, chest, shoulders and abs, and this is the finisher of the legs. And then another look at the spa area, wishing that I was in there and I was in that guy. You can see steam coming off it as well. Watch him notice the chest. Oh look, this chest! Routine is key on holiday, even the child obviously, but yourself as well. And you're eating, when you're going to eat and what you're going to eat and when you're going to move and when you're going to train. So you need a lot less thought process around it. So if you can kind of stick to some sort of routine like that when you're at home, and even if you don't get as many steps and everything, just get to the gym or just get steps, you know, try and do something for you and your body. And just a reminder as well, if you are doing strength training constantly and steps, make sure you get a yoga session in or some sort of stretch session, Pilates, to stretch out all the muscles and tendons. Otherwise you're just going to get tighter until something eventually snaps, whether it's plantar fasciitis, lower back pain. You know, these are just really common things that most people experience because of not stretching off. So this is my iced latte that I like to have. Scott's allergic to caffeine, we've just figured out, so it's just me drinking that on my own.
Sucks to be Scott right now.
And the deal is between Scott and I is, this is insane, this trek up. This is just a start as well, it does get way worse. This is even ground at least and can push her up.
In the heat.
But yeah, the deal is Scott pushes her up the hills and I push her around everywhere else. And I'm quite happy with that deal.
Yeah, well, like the
I might regret it, like.
How's it feel? We've definitely not died and gone to heaven, no.
This is us now waiting to get our transfer back to the hotel. Just trying to tie the baby out. So our flight back was 9 o'clock at night and we'd arrive at 2:30. There was a few delays with baggage and stuff, but then was good as gold. Just slept the whole time, making sure we've got enough water and milk for her. And yeah, the sleep deprivation was real. That brought on hunger pangs, really intense ones. You just want to comfort eat when it's like that. But again, you've got these are things that are testing you to try and stay into some sort of routine. You don't need to be perfect, but just better than you. It's you versus you not trying is what I'm saying.
Pretending you have to grow up like a child. Just running a bit. Had my holiday going home. By myself. Oh, wait a minute. We've got something.
Oh, got the pram! Yay! Am I happy to see that? So, obviously, airport food and delays. I just fasted. 9 o'clock the flight was, and people were still eating at that time. I just fasted. And this is early hours of the morning. Let me tell you about Scott though. You know, I've got a obvious white suitcase. Well, on the way there, picking up our baggage, he picked up a black suitcase and tried to go off with it. I was like, excuse me, it's absolutely the wrong colour, it's not even close. So yeah, I'm just making sure he's getting the right suitcase now, which he did. He learnt from his lesson. But I hope you enjoyed this little bit different vlog. I hope it was helpful. Like and subscribe for more, and let us know in the comments if you'd like to see more content.